Hi, I wanted to talk a little bit about what we're going to do a little bit of research on today. So throughout this presentation, make sure that you write your notes along with this. You can always pause these videos whenever you need to stop. All right, so I think the first question you need to ask yourself, do you know what Healthy People 2030 is? Have you ever heard of this? Most people have not. However, it's kind of like a big document. So just to give you a little background information, so America spends $1.9 trillion each year on healthcare. That's roughly $6,000 per person. That includes people with insurance or without insurance because people still need to have care. That's a good thing about the United States is they won't turn you away. However, some of the care may be a little bit different, but that is something that Healthy People 2030 is really working on to make sure that people have care that's equitable. Okay, this money that I've talked about above can be avoided a lot of times by making healthy decisions. Right now, the obese is, depending on where you kind of look, is anywhere between like 33 and 35%. That's 1/3 of our communities are obese. Okay, so whoop, go back one. There we go. So some questions you need to ask yourself too in your notes. So how do we know what a healthy decision is? And where do we get that information? Because you can find information all over, and we know lately there's a ton of misinformation out there. Okay, we're going to really look at right now. So what is health education and how does that play a role in everyone else's education? Okay, so health education is providing accurate health information and teaching health skills. Okay, this is the very beginning of your knowledge of what it is to be a healthy person. It is your job later on, so we'll teach you the basics and we'll dive in as you get older to some of these health topics. And then it is your job to be a health literate person and make sure that you go out and gain more knowledge. That you only get one body. What are the types of topics that we talk about in health, and why do we teach these topics? Okay, and like I had said above, making sure that everybody can be that health literate person and go into the world and not take that misinformation. Okay. National Health Goals, Healthy People 2030. So they are here to promote health and decrease your disease. They have a plan and a guide on how they want to combat all of that. Okay, so every 10 years, they plan something new. They start off 10 years earlier, so that's why it's called 2030. We just got to 2020, so this just was released. Their two main goals is to increase quality and length of life. So we don't want to live a crappy life, but a really long life. We want to live a really good life and really long life. Okay, and we also want to remove disparities. Okay, that is something that is pretty important. And I want you to think about what disparities means. Okay, and then I want you to make sure that you are caught up on your notes and you are ready to move on to the next portion.